Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please. Yeah. She got a way of making the block free. Cash please. Yeah. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please.
Hey, well, welcome to 1 Point Motherfucking Zero. I'm your host, Dr. Shep, and coming back across the track once again, my friend. I've walked on water, I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Man, check it out, man. I want to thank everybody that chimed in to last week's one-man stand. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I'm still excited about it. And I look forward to going live with that again. And I loved it so much, we back here at the Honeybee Lounge to do the night show. That's how excited I was about it. Man, tonight's show is our month. Black History Month, y'all. Now, to be honest about it, the history that we done laid down here in the last year or two, man, I'm not sure we want to celebrate that. Because we've been tripping. And I don't know if we want to celebrate our recent history. But man, it is Black History Month, and I want to give a big shout out to just everybody, melanated people that have given a contribution to this new existence that we living in. And believe it or not, there has been contribution. You know, I myself give a contribution through comedy. You understand? People need that. You know, they need to laugh and release those good pheromones into their blood because it's good for healing and everything. You know, laughter is the best medicine. So, but people have given a contribution to our future. Now, there's this African gentleman over in Africa that has literally invented a television. He's invented a helicopter that runs off energy that comes through the air. There's energy all up in this air. And that's one of the reasons I'm outside right now. And because they seem like they're trying to put us all on house arrest by putting this fear into us about everything. Disease, weather, you understand me? Crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, they want us to stay in the house because they don't want us to get the frequency that the sun is giving off right now, because that is for us as melanated people. You know, I'm not doing anything racist here or anything like that. It's just the truth, and this is for entertainment purposes only. All this information is my own opinion, and just to be clear, so we don't have any problems with Facebook or TikTok and any of these folks, that this is for pure entertainment only. You dig? No facts are involved in this conversation. But it's Black History Month, and like I said, there are people who have been giving a contribution to the future of what our history will be. And I was talking about the African gentleman who has invented products that runs off the energy that's all around us. And in my opinion, it's always been us that has, come up with these innovative things. But because it takes money to exist in this world, these things were stolen from us for a paycheck. So there's more history and there's more facts about what we've done on this planet and our contribution to the planet than they will allow us to know. Because this is not the first time that we've been a creative people. It's not the first time that we've invented. It's not the first time that we've, pulled what we need from the earth, from food to shelter to electricity to drinking water and all that. We've always had this knowledge. But somewhere in between the last time we had it and now, it was forgotten. So on this Black History Month, I want to make sure that y'all know that innovations are being made, melanated innovations. And this guy, he's obviously using something that's all that we call ancient technology. And the ancient technology is actually what we are using today. So it ain't so ancient at all. Actually it's brand new because turns out all these things were already being utilized by our ancestors, and others got that technology and monetized it and sold it back to us when Yahshua gave it to us for free. And that's the main subject here on Black History Month. I want y'all to realize that we have been charged rent to live somewhere that was meant to be absolutely free. And what your success depended on was the work of your hands. You dig? If you got out and you built you a shelter, if you got out and you cultivated you a garden, if you got out and you had cows and chickens and things like that, this is what was needed then. It wasn't a job. It wasn't to make over $20 an hour. It wasn't none of what we have to do. And we didn't ask to come to this planet. We were born to this planet. And as soon as you got here, before you got here, they start charging you for prenatal care. They start charging you for, all sorts of things before you even got here. And after you got here, it's a whole list of things that you need that you have to pay for. But you didn't ask to come here. So they made it to where you have to actually pay to exist. Now, here on Black History Month, we cutting ties. That African man has actually cut ties, and don't you know they've tried to kill him over 9 times? Because that's what happens to everybody that comes up with something that's, alternative to what is being monetized. We have no need for power lines to be everywhere around here. They were never needed. But because everything has been monetized, the lines had to go up so they can be regulated and divvied out. Back in the day, you didn't have to buy fruit because it was ready accessible at your grandma's house. She had pear trees. She had, lemon trees. She had, strawberries. She had all kind of things. Plums going right there in the yard. But you notice nowadays you can find a fruit tree almost nowhere. Unless it's on somebody's ranch where they can't get to it and cut it down. There's no more accessible fruit on the ground like blackberries and things like that, because they've made sure that they've cleared that, so you'll have to come to them for it. But us as Black people, this is our month, and in this month, I'm posing a challenge for y'all to go back and get some of what we used to have, so you can start to see how valuable it actually is to you. It's very valuable right now to have a garden, because we very well, if you don't know, I'm letting you know that fruit is not fruit anymore, not the fruit that you used to eat. They got this new fruit and vegetables out, and they got a high concentration of plastic in it. And this is what they are trying to feed us now. So you have to understand how important it is to go back and start to reactivate some of those, what you would call old ways. But because things are going like they're going right now, they're about to be new ways. And I suggest you learn those new ways here in Black History Month. Because I would like the next time that Black History come around, I have more things to say than just that one African man who's learned how to grab energy out of the air. I like to say something about you and what you've done. I like to say something about what I've done. I like to say something about what the Hispanics have done, because they, whether you like it or not, they are melanated people. They got it. They come from us. And that's what time it is to stop looking at ourselves as different groups. No, we all in this together. We always have been, apparently. Because for y'all to come to us, somebody mama liked it us. Yeah. Somebody mama, yeah. Whether you were Mexican, whether you were African, whether you were Lithuanian, whether you were Russian, whether you were, British, somebody liked it, that chocolate. And at that time, when reproduction happened, y'all became us. So here in Black History Month, I'm gonna broaden the scale and say that it's for Mexicans also. Yeah, they got Cinco de Mayo, but they niggas. I'm gonna say it's for the Cubans too. They got the festival up there in New York, but they niggas. Now this is where it get deep. I'm gonna say it for the Asians, Japanese too. They niggas. Yeah, we was all up in there. I'm gonna say the one that they really don't like. Italians. Niggas. Yes, sir. The Moors made sure of that. So when we say a Black History Month, a lot of people don't want to raise their hand, and they should, because that's what time it is. It's not time to do all the Martin Luther King, and I love Martin Luther King. Now he did what he did. There's no time out for that though. We need something on a greater scale that sticks. We need some beans and rice on our history. You dig what I'm saying? We need some collard greens, some mustard greens. We need some pork bones and all that. Oxtails on our history now. And you need to own it. Not sell it. Not give it away. That's why they want to kill this African man, because he refused to sell his idea. But they don't want to buy his idea. They want to destroy it, because they want to keep sending you that bill in the mail. No way do they want you to have what we had before, because that would make us too powerful. If you didn't have to pay your rent, if you didn't have to pay your light bill, if you didn't have to pay for gas to go to work, if you didn't have to, come on, man. With all those distractions moved aside, what kind of people will you be? No, don't tell me. Tell yourself. Don't drop no comment on what kind of nigga you would be if you did. But you drop the comment. Let me hear what you say. If you didn't have rent, if you didn't have to pay for gas, if you didn't have to pay, just think how your life would be. Because these are the worms of our whole life. To pay something. Can you dig that? I'm sorry to be the one to tell y'all this. But your whole life is to pay for something. Ain't you tired of that? Because you don't have to. That's what you say. Man, no, you don't have to. You're just not willing to do what it takes not to have to. How about that? But that's this Black History Month. That's what I'm advertising. You don't have to. You see? Because we've seen it done before. They didn't live totally free, but they show cut corners on what, yeah, with your own garden, with your own cows, with your own chickens. You got eggs, hamburgers, milk, and all that you go to the grocery store for. And that's what time is to start taking that type of control, y'all, because we ain't got long, y'all. I'm not trying to scare nobody or be fearful, but this here has to come. This is why you went to church, ain't it? Everybody want go heaven, but nobody want dead. Is that what we are? Everybody want go heaven, but nobody want dead. Then what you praying and lying and going on to yourself for if you're not trying to get to the promised land? Now it's time for us to go on, and this is final. Hey man, this is final stretch, man. This is the final stretch, I believe, to whatever our existence is gonna be. This is not the end. Now, don't get to talk. We ain't talking like that. This is by far not the end. But far as how we've lived and this slave contract that we've involved ourselves in and agreed to, most of y'all don't even know when you agreed to it, but I do. Y'all remember when you went to school as a kid and before class began, the teacher made everybody stand up and put your hand across your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to which it stands, indivisible. You dig what I'm saying? That's when you pledged to this bullshit. And we were children. We didn't know what we were doing. What the hell am I pledging to? Do I get like free Coke or free French fry from McDonald's for doing this? Nothing. And as children, we did not know what we were pledging to. But because we were easily duped, we fell right into it. Even made fun of other kids that couldn't memorize it. Ain't that us today? Put each other down for what they consider to be intelligence. So this History Month, let's try something different. Let's try not going asking for what we want. You've been here too long. Your contribution to this whole entire planet has been great. The things that they charge you for today is yours. They did not invent it. They never invented anything but hell and taxes. Everything is yours. And they thought they would keep us in these binds long enough to, they thought that they would keep us in this binds forever. But because these things that happen to us and these circumstances change without even us making a push, it's going to change anyway. Because it's not man that we fight against. It's principalities. Meaning that this is a spiritual war. This is not a war with your landlord. This is not a war with the others. And you know who I'm talking about. This is a war against principalities. Spiritual, y'all. And until you Work out spiritually. You know, get your triceps and your biceps strong in your spirit. You won't be ready for this one. Because just like this is the final stretch for us, it's definitely the final stretch for them. And you know what any animal does when they backed up in a coma. So this Black History Month, I'm sending out this here email to everybody, melanated. It's time. It's time. The existence that you live and whatever you contributed to in your life, whether you work for a company 30 years and you went up the scale, or you work for them and you didn't go nowhere in the company, it's time to put that type of uh, time and work into yourself. Because half the things that you working for, you can produce for yourself. You can produce groceries. You can produce electricity. You can produce everything besides the internet that they charging you for. But convenience, y'all. We traded in our lives for convenience. We traded in our grandma's cookbook for a microwave or for Uber Eats. We traded in the home remedies for CVS and Walgreens. Yes, we did. And we did it because somebody else did it. Somebody else could do it. I don't have to, move. I can just, you know, tell somebody else to do it. What am I gonna grow a garden for? When I can get it from Walmart. And these are the people that are selling you your poison. These restaurants, these fast food places, they have been attempting to kill us for years. And just luckily, we are a strongly made people. They tried to do us several ways, but we are a strongly made people. And when one thing don't work, seems like they come back with another. But in this Black History Month, I'm asking that more people return to the thing that we thought we wanted to get away from. What our parents taught us and what our grandmothers them went through and how they lived. We thought we wanted to get away from that because in our minds we could live better. In our minds we wanted our children to have, something different. But how that's working out for you? Because I look at the state of children and young people today and it's like, wow. And I know I was a young person before, and maybe our parents said, wow. But damn. I don't think we were serial killers. These young cats are serial killers. I don't think we were pedophiles, kidnappers, jackers, backstabbers. It's a little different than that. Because our upbringing was based on something different. It wasn't based on material things. It wasn't based on material things at all. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. It wasn't based on material things at all. Most times it was based on spiritual, because we were taking to church all the time. It was based on respect, and it was based on safety, because back then, you know, you had to watch out for the other man. On top of trying to do whatever you want, you had to do, making a living, going to work, or just going to the grocery store, just going about your everyday business. We depended on the Lord. We depended on prayers, and in our eyes, these things worked to keep us safe, to to meet our needs. My mom prayed extra hard to meet our needs. Prayed extra hard so you know things wouldn't happen to us, and we believe that that worked, because here I is today, thanks to my mother's prayers. You see how that worked? My mother prayed for me to get me where I am, because I know there's a few chances that I shouldn't be here at all. But thank God I got a praying mama. See how that works? It gives me something to believe in, because I saw it with my own two. And these are the things that we need to kind of, yeah, turn that TV off, turn that phone off, go outside barefooted in the grass and ground yourself. Get out and get you a chair and sit out in the sun and let it feed you. Because when you do that, it sort of helps break the monotony that we've been going through. It helps you see, it helps you see what you miss. The wind blowing in your face. You dig? The sun shining on your skin, and you getting that feeling that the sun could only give you. These are power, folks, and it's a turn on. It actually turns on who you naturally are, because we've all been abused in this existence that we've lived. I know for 30 years, man, I've been blind to a lot of things, and I wasn't blind uh, by my own, you know, by my own fault. I was lied to about education. I'm saying but we were lied to about education. We were lied to about who we were. We were lied to about where we come from. We were lied to about where we are to go. But because information has been made available, now you know. Now you should know just who you are, close to it, because I can guarantee you they do. Why you think you're the only race without a home? When I say the American melanated, why you think you're the only without a home? Now, if you came from Japan, then you're Japanese. If you came from China, then you're Chinese. If you came from Spain, then you're a Spaniard. You understand? If you came from Africa, then you're African. But if you're an American, melanated person, then what are you? Who are you? What country is named after you? Or what country named you? We are people without even a nationality. Why is that? Because they want you to be absolutely oblivious Now, that's bad. When somebody wants you to be absolutely oblivious of who you really are, it's something to that, cuz. It is, and I urge y'all to find out who you are. Because it's got to be power in who we really are. And I'm not looking at who we really are. I'm looking at how hard they are trying for us not to find that out. It's got to, man. It's kind of scary because there's an ability that us as a people have that we hadn't caught a hold on yet. They saying you open your third eye and all this, you're gonna get abilities because we had abilities before, which I can believe because I've had dreams of another life where I had the ability to fly, and I'm scared of heights. And why? Nothing happened to me in this lifetime to where I have a reason to be scared of heights. I came here with that feeling, but y'all not ready to say that came from another life or another existence. Because you're not ready to say that souls are recycled here on this planet. And it's because of the lives that they told us. And if I say that, nigga, you don't believe in Jesus, heaven and hell. See, that's how you've been learned. I ain't got no more time for that. And really, you don't either. If you wake up. Earth is a closed system. There's no leaving here. You die to live again. I know. I know. This is only for entertainment purposes only. But you die to live again. Hallelujah. Thank you. You hear me? Now believe that. Then you can walk around missing the people that have left your life and went on into that transition. Or you could know that you done ran across them again. Or you can know that they are living another life. And that way, you don't have to walk around with the weight of what you were taught before, that lie. Now here in Black History Month, people, I want my people to wake up. And that's my contribution to Black History Month. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? You see how that works? This is my contribution, and I'm calling for y'all to wake the fuck up. Because we don't have time. Hey, they are preparing. They're digging holes in the ground. You understand me? They're out and they got ranches and they closing it off, they gating it off, they got their guns, they got their food. They getting ready, you hear? Because they know that the gig is up. You see it yourself. Ain't nobody going to work like they used to. Man, it's just everything is different, y'all. And it's different because the gig is up. And it should be no more lying to yourself at this point. We are in February of 2024, y'all. You remember when you was tripping on the year 2000 millennium? The world gonna end when it turned 12 o'clock? No, bitch, you still here, bitch. You still here, bitch. So let's stop playing with ourselves, man. And this Black History Month, I would actually like to see just what we can do if we, for once, made a hand into a fist. Just for once. And I don't mean that for violence. I mean one is good. But the other four is better, baby. Ball it up and we do what we know that we were born for, that we are equipped to do, that we have done for them since we have been in their care. And that's true what I just said, their care. We have been children to them, lesser thans, not totally human. And they've treated us like that to date. That's why when things happen to us as a people, they're not taken care of as others. That's why when our children come up missing, their faces don't come across the news as others. That's why when we need their help and we call 911, we end up dead. Not like the others. So how much do you need? How much more can you take? Is the job or whatever you doing for them, because you're doing it for them, you're doing it for them if you're not working for yourself. But how much more of that can you take? And is it worth it? Does it weigh out for you to tuck your tail when you walk into your job? Does it weigh out for you to snitch on your brother man on the job just to get in good with Mouser? Is it really truly worth it? And is that how you want to be remembered or respected? It's time out for that, people. Even if you do the crab in the barrel technique, you're not going to get to the top. Because that other crab going to grab your motherfucking leg too. And if you so happen to make it to the top, they going to cut your claw off and you're going to fall back down to the motherfuckers that you fucked over. Now imagine how that's going to go. And that's how it's been going. They give us these planet niggas to look at. They give us these Beyoncés and these Jay-Z's and these Kanye West and these other booty hole brown ass people. And that's what they give us in return for all the contribution that we've given them. This is what I want to hit y'all with. Half the people that do that to y'all was raised by a black woman. The CEOs that are in business at the age that they are, yeah, they sucked on Mamie's titty. A black woman was their mother. Ain't that cold? Y'all know it. Your grandma worked it for Mr. Parrish. We tripped. You probably got a yellow-skinned brother that, yeah. A lot of our parents worked there. And those kids that they were raising, they're your bosses now. They're your landlords now. They're your lawyers. They're your judges. They're your teachers. The same people that your mama suckled, knuckle, fucking you over. And these are the people that y'all want to consistently be like. You want their cars, you want their houses, you want their hair, you want all of that. When you are the proprietors of the universe. Man, I've never seen a people sell themselves so short. Because whether you believe it or not, it's not like this in the rest of the world, baby. There are black people and melanated people that actually know who they are. That's why you don't hear about it. But the spell that they got on us has been woven so strong. It's sad to say that a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. Sad to say, and it's the truth. But I don't want that to be true. That's why I speak with you tonight here on 1.0, because we are not no foolishness over here. I actually try to speak to your heart where you'll hear what I'm saying, because I'm an observer of this planet that I live on, and I'm also a client. You understand? I've suffered many. I've suffered many. So what I bring you is news from that time. I bring you the news from the pain that we're headed towards. I've already been there. I visited hell, took a few notes, and I came back. Luckily, the spirits made me strong where I can be of sense and mind to be able to express myself to y'all about what we are going into. I don't want to see people of my people floating down the street unalive because they chose to twerk their ass or try to get a nice car or live chasing the bag. I don't want to see that. But we are headed there, y'all. This planet that we live on is alive. And just like anybody that is alive, when enough is a motherfucking enough, guess what? And she's a she. And there's, as a woman scorned, hell has no fury of a woman scorned. And this beautiful planet that we live on, she ain't finna take no goddamn more. Put your hands on me one more time. Now, put your hands on me one more time. That's what we are, y'all. There's a mass cleansing that is about to happen. And when it happens, I want you to cleanse yourself before that time. So you can stand in the right. So your ticket will be punched for you to survive. Because as of right now, it's going to be a whole lot of eyelashes and a whole lot of hair. And as much as you think that this reality can't happen, it's already happening. Floods, earthquake. They had an earthquake in Jamaica. In Jamaica. So even paradise is shaking. So people, I ask y'all to come out of snap out of the spell that you're in. And it's not, oh, excuse me, I'm outside and the wind is blowing, so there's a lot of noise going on out here. I'm in the neighborhood, you dig? Honeybee Studios is right here in the neighborhood of 4 Acres Home. So y'all forgive the noise. That's what happens when you go live. But it's time, y'all. It is definitely time. There's no more think about it. There's no more contemplating on if it's true or if it's not true. It is definitely true. There are wars and rumors of wars going on right now under your nose, and we are deeply involved in it, y'all. These people are moving around funny. That's why you don't know what's going on. That's why that funny feeling, eerie feeling is over you right now. It's that, and it's that nature is changing. And it's changing for black folks, melanated people's benefit. You're actually being turned on. And I could attest to that. I've been turned the hell on, y'all. And it seems like the life that I lived before didn't even exist. It's like a bad memory. And I've become something new. So when I speak to you, I'm not speaking to you on a level of, not experiencing it. I'm experiencing it as well, people. But just luckily, I've had this mind for a minute because I've seen the worst that life has to offer almost. You understand me? So I come back to report to you all that it's true that this is Satan's planet. It's very true that God gave it to him for him to go to and fro to see what he can devour. It is true. And if you don't understand that, what I'm telling you, then you go back and you read your Bible. If that's what you believe in, it's right there in black and white. The place that we were born into, they told you were born into sin. Why did they do that? Because you were born in the devil's house because his father gave it to him. Just like a bad kid trying to take over the parents' house and be disrespectful or whatever, want what the parents want and ain't work for it. They kicked him out, gave him his own apartment, which is earth, and told him he can visit every once in a while, but don't come back here. You can't live here. And that's what we born into here. But as a righteous people, which we used to be, we were able to live here because we lived off the blessings that came with this planet. Now, the only way the devil can hurt you is that you got to agree to his plan. And you look around with all the asses dragging the ground, twerking, and all the sexual in. Look around. Look how much we've agreed to the devil's way. Just look around. Check yourself, fool. Before you respond, check yourself, fool. Look what you've indulged in. As a righteous people, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. Because the knowledge that we were supposed to have to live as another people was taken and stolen from us and locked away. And we were told a totally different story about our existence. And you will say to yourself, man, what do it matter, nigga? Who I am? I'm trying to get this money, cuz. No, money ain't gonna be no help to you. And you've seen it before. When storms have come to this place, was your money no good? Yes, it was no good. Knowledge became your money. So I'm asking everyone in this Black History Month, man, please seek knowledge. Please seek knowledge. Because if you do not, you are a danger to me and my family. If you do not wake up, you become an automatic op for my survival. Because if I know how to get it and I have it and you don't, guess what's going to happen? So I suggest you seek knowledge. And I suggest you start preparing yourself. And I'm talking to the ones who can hear me. I'm talking to the ones that understand where we are. And the ones who don't, those are the ones you got to watch, baby. Because we're headed into those times when water gets short. Food is already short. When gas gets short. When the banks close. Then you're going to actually see everything that I'm warning you about now. There's no more time for this foolishness. What P. Diddy is doing and what Beyonce is doing. Them bitches got money. They are not something that you should be concerned about. Football, Super Bowl, basketball, championship. These are things that should be so far from your fucking mind because that's what got you in the position that you are in. Being hypnotized by this 666 screen right here. So I'm using the screen for something that could help. Now, here on 1.0, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. On the next episode, I'm going to try to have information for you on how to do. How and when to plant your food. How and where to find water. How and what you need to make fire. I'm going to start instituting that so I can walk the walk, baby, and not just talk the talk. Because as always, I'm not just talking to you, but I'm talking to me too, baby. You dig? Man, I thank y'all for chiming in here on 1.0. And as always, I always enjoy our conversations. Y'all continue to check out 1.0, man, because as time has passed, we have gotten better and better and better. And I plan to keep innovating the show. I plan to keep, working on our backgrounds and everything and getting us some guests and everything. But I have so much to say myself, it'll be a while before I, be able to shut my mouth and let somebody else talk. Because the time is crucial, y'all. And I don't want y'all to miss the message. You dig? And like I said, I'll be waiting on the message as well. Because it ain't me speaking, it's my spirit. And that's a totally different energy than Derek Shepherd, because I got a different opinion than my spirit does. But just to let you know that I'm trying to be heartfelt with you, and I am being heartfelt with you, I let it go like that. Hey, take care of yourselves. Start to prepare. And make sure you check into 1.0 every Friday around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because we're going to start coming with our survival information, and I want everybody to get that. Matter of fact, on some of the occasions, I'm going to go live and demonstrate on how to do certain things that you're going to need in the times to come. And I have a large catalog on how to survive, where to find food for free, how to get this and how to get that. Yes, I've accumulated that over 52 years of my life. But like I said, as always, I've enjoyed our conversation here on 1.0. I'm your host, Dr. Shep, and coming back across the track once again, my friend. I walked on water, I walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Man, giving a big shout out to my mother company, you understand me, Black Earth Inc., and to my producer, Q, and my co-producer, Amanda. And before I leave, I want to give y'all a heads up that I am starting a comedy club in Galveston, Texas at Club 68. The first show will be March the 1st. So if you want to check that out and catch me live one night, just make sure you drop a little comment down there. Let me know your information, and I'll tell you how to get tickets. And until then, man, be safe, love yourself, and by all means, stay woke. The doctor, and I'm out from the Honeybee Lounge.
Can't get a game for free. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right.